Hey y'all, welcome back to Adult Trap with Kai. I'm your girl Kai, and this is Adult Trap with Kai on YouTube. Welcome back. I'm so excited for y'all to come back to my channel. I'm happy that you guys are here. We are at 74 subscribers, y'all. 74. Happy dance. We met our New Year goal of 65 subscribers, so I am very excited. I was at my friend's wedding when I looked and I saw 68 and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Meeting a goal is always good, and as y'all saw in the last video, we're crushing goals this year and we're on our road to 100 subscribers by June. So, you know, we're getting there, we're on our way, but I'm glad that y'all came back today to this video. Today, we are talking about, y'all, adult friendships and how sometimes they're really, really hard. Adult friendships are extremely hard, especially when you're transitioning from college, undergrad, or just transitioning from maybe leaving where you grew up and then moving somewhere different and then coming back and trying to mend those friendships. Listen, today I'm talking about my experience in adult friendships. So you may relate, you may not, but at least you'll be here for at least half of the reason for this video, and that's the food. And we're eating fajitas, okay? So we're gonna be having fajitas today. I got some shrimp, some steak, and some chicken, and they look bomb. The food looks bomb. I can't wait to show y'all. So let's get to the food. And just like that, we got fajitas. All right, y'all. So before we really get into the food, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe to videos. Y'all been doing that lately. I've been talking to y'all in the comments, so I appreciate y'all so much. We got shrimp, we got chicken, we got steak, and we got some rice. I don't have any black beans. That makes me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie about that. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. We got some warm tortillas, and everything's kind of still warm, so I'm really happy. We're just gonna dig right into it. Let's get it. My spoon was in the ice. I didn't pour my drink in there yet. But I do have Canada Dry for y'all. Alright. Ginger ale on deck. I didn't have it last video. I'm sorry. That was so foolish of me. Did y'all enjoy my little Vlogmas festival of videos every day? Tell me which one was your favorite video, please. I think I'm gonna do a shrimp and steak. And we don't have sour cream because your girl is trying to cut back on the dairy. So I use Chobani, no fat yogurt as a replacement for dairy. A good friend of mine put me onto it, and I appreciate her. Shout out to my girl Steph. One day she was like, yeah, I use this as a replacement, and I was like, okay, let me try it. I don't know why the ginger ale hits every time. Every time. After a good chew of something. Oh no. Y'all know I don't go nowhere without no spice. And what's under the tray? Some jalapenos, baby. We're gonna put some of those on the tray over here. Over here, brother. Let's put it over here by the rice. We're gonna throw 2 of those bad boys in here.
Everybody do that dance and nasty up and them nasty up. Fix things, quick things, looping. Well, alright then. Can you see me a cleanest? Those of me rocking at the fucking realest. Ching. In a the Louis V vest. Girl want with his skin silicone and real breast. Can I blow breeze for the head of my penis? Coolest breeze that me rocking a sleeveless.
There's a relationship I have with ginger ale that just won't go anywhere. And I'm so serious about that. That's crazy. Alright, y'all. I also made some homemade pico de gallo. Okay? Pico de gallo, you know I make it fresh. Get into it. We just didn't spice it up. We didn't put any jalapenos in it because all the jalapenos were already cut. So we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna get into the trap of the week. And I think I'm just gonna do a loaded one that just has like shrimp, steak, and a little bit of chicken. A loaded one. In there too. And I know it's like, oh, pico de gallo is not going for fajitas. I don't care. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Into that. That's good. That's good. I'm curious if I could do a 1 bite of a fajita. I'm gonna try. This isn't technically 1 bite because this is my 2nd bite, but you guys know what I mean. Big bite, Busha. So, we're here to talk about adult friendships and how they motherfucking hard. Adult friendships are really hard. This episode, we're getting real transparent. We're sharing a lot of things that have happened to myself, that what I've experienced. What I'm giving to y'all is my experience. And no one can tell me about my experience. So feel free to share your experience down below in the comment section. But please don't argue with me about my experience, okay? But if you want to tussle, I'm all here for it. Let's go. Let's go. So, I mean, I'm 28, right? I'll be 29 this year. And I can just share that my experience lately with trying to keep up with my friendships It's really hard. 2021 was a very hard year for me with friendships because I was kind of feeling like I really was learning my friends individually. I'm part of a big group of friends, and last year I really took a step back and decided to kind of withdraw myself and realize that, you know, I need to learn my friends on all over again. I need to learn them all over again. And I need to learn their boundaries. I need to learn how to love them, understand their love language. That's really important. Respecting people's love language and being able to understand how they receive love, especially on a friendship level, is super important. And with me and my friends, we're kind of all over the place. I have friends over in Ohio. I have friends in Philadelphia. I have friends here in Maryland, but even though we're in Maryland, it's not like we can hang out every single day. It's not like that anymore. It's not like undergrad. So especially when we transitioned from undergrad, post-grad, it was hard keeping up for many of us that are and that have experience going to college and graduated and having that experience. You know, you're used to being with your friends all the time, maybe hanging out on campus, and then graduating, everyone either goes back to their home state or they're working, they're on the grind, they're trying to develop their life, they're trying to figure out what their career is going to look like. So keeping in touch and being able to talk to one another, it is hard. Lie to me and tell me it's not. I'll wait. I know for myself, I'll only do certain things with certain people. And hey, that's just how I am. I know for me, I'll FaceTime with certain friends. You know, there's certain friends like you can FaceTime with, and then there's certain friends you can text with, and there's certain friends you have to get on the phone and call. As an adult, you have to learn that. You have to be mindful of that. If you know that you have a friend that likes to communicate over the phone, then take that time and spend some time to communicate with them. Maybe even once a week, maybe once a month. Hey, once a month is good enough. Listen, a lot of stuff happens in our day-to-day where if you work in an environment where you always have to hear people talk, sometimes when you get home, you don't want to do that. You just want to listen to yourself, do the things that you want to do. And that's okay. But being responsible enough to communicate with your friends and learn how they like to communicate and how you communicate with them is super important. It's part of learning people's love languages. And learning people's love languages is on a whole different level. You know, people love with words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service. As an adult, there are so many things on our mind, right? You're trying to pay your bills. There's so many things you're trying to do. Pay your bills, maybe develop a relationship with someone, dating, taking care of your family. It's hard. And as adults, we have to really be accountable of ourselves. Being accountable of your actions and your attitudes and how you are towards your friends is so important, because we're not in a young age anymore where you can act bratty and get your way, and that takes adjusting for some people. It took adjusting for me. I'll tell you that. I was a person that I felt like if I could act a certain way, my friends would get it, and they would know. But no, Kyra, you got to communicate. You got to open your mouth. You better speak. So speak. I'm going to tell you this. If you're watching this video and you are in a disagreement with your friends, and you know damn well that you're the person that is gonna have to communicate and open up, just do it. Just do it. But there's a difference of always being that person. And if you felt like you've always been that person, then set your boundary. Because once you set your boundary, people start respecting you, respecting your time, respecting your energy. That's something about adult friendships that's really hard also. Respecting people's boundaries and respecting people's energy. Showing up and being present in people's lives. Listen, you may only be able to be present in someone's life during their birthday. Then you show up, then you're present, and you communicate that. You say, hey, especially if you're coming out of state, this is the only time I can do this, but I can always be here for you. Then you do that. But then if you're always that person making that effort, then you set your boundary and you say, hey, look, you know how I've been always flying out of here for you, or always coming up here for you. Listen, we got to meet halfway, or you gonna have to pay for something, or you gonna have to help. That's the hard part about adult friendships, about speaking up. It really is hard. It's hard. Juggling friendships, different groups of friends. There's a point of time as an adult, you're like, okay, I'm so used to my group of friends. I'm ready to kind of like meet new people and learn who they are. That's fun. It is. It is. But you also want to make sure that you show up in that area as well. If like showing up and meeting new people, you show up just like you show up for those friends. Be willing to be vulnerable. Be willing to be transparent. You can't show up guarded. Meeting new friends is fun, but then you have a hard time keeping up. And that right there, almost bit the inside of my jaw. Meeting new friends is fun. But learning people, that's where the work applies. Learning people, taking the time to do that. We haven't talked about dating yet, and we'll get there. We'll get to dating. But even on a friendship level, meeting new people, learning, ask questions. Don't just assume that everyone has good intentions. Or assume that everyone's on the same level as you. Sometimes you serve as a purpose in someone's life. And sometimes that's okay. I think that when we get into it with friends or try to make new friends, we understand that in that moment, it may be a growing pain that's happening. Am I outgrowing my circle? Do I need to level up? And what if it's both? What if it's fucking both? Is that so bad? Is that so bad? That's the thing about adult friendships. You have mentorships, you have people that may just be associates, you may have people that are just colleagues in your life. But be responsible about how you show up in these people's lives. And show up and show up in your own life and be able to say, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna split my time doing this, or I'm gonna start doing this with my life because I want new people around me that have a different mindset, or I want to try new things. I don't always want to be in the house. I want to go to the club, or I'm tired of going to the club. I want to be in the house. So when you decide to make those decisions, be present about it. Be honest with yourself. You know, be honest with yourself. You want change. Listen, sometimes it's hard for people that are friends, that have been friends, to understand that change is occurring. I will say that. But like I said, sometimes we feel like we may be outgrowing or we need to level up. Be present about that. Acknowledge that. And when it occurs, take some time to realize, okay, well, can I do both? Can I balance both? I definitely went through a stage in my life where I was like, okay, I have my core group of girls. I had my sisters. All right? And when I joined my sorority, I will admit, you know, when I joined my sorority at first, I was just kind of like, listen, I have my sisters, you know, I have my sisterhood. I went through a sister organization in college. I have my sisters there. They're like, I got it. What I went for my sorority, what I was really looking for is for women that I could surround myself with, that I can look to as mentors and also learn from. And I can. And that's how I navigate those friendships and relationships there. And with my line sisters there, I love them so much because they've taught me so much and helped me develop into a woman that I am getting into, you know. So it really is something that requires self-reflection. I truly believe adult friendships, especially if you're deciding to walk away from friendships. I've had some friendships that I'm sad that are ended, and I'm sad that they've never revived. But sometimes there's a season for a reason, and every season has a reason, right? Isn't that how it goes? I'm 28. You know, the people around me, they're my village. They're the people that I know for sure are going to be around for my wedding day. The people that I want around me when I have children. The people that will be influential to my children. You have to start building your village. Sometimes it's okay to keep people at a different level. Not everyone can make it to the village, you know? You need people that are going to tell you about yourself. People that can tell you about yourself and not afraid to, those are the people that are part of your village. people you can cry with and cry to, that's your village. It's about being transparent and feeling like you can do that and be vulnerable. And then meeting new people in adult friendships, that part is hard. Because sometimes you grow up with these mindsets or stereotypes and you're just like, no, I can't trust everybody. They out to get me. No. Don't give them your number. They can't follow me. So you have to understand that it takes a lot of work. Adult friendships take a lot of work. I feel like I can't give advice on you should do this, you need to do that. All I can say is that I know that me and my friends, we try to communicate with each other, getting on the phone, talking. There are friends that live here in Maryland that I do try to see at least once a month. There are friends that I know I try to link up with. Like, I want to make sure that we have moments. And that's what 2022, besides this damn pandemic, this Panasonic, this pandemonium, this panini, I want to still try to get together with friends. I still want to try to hang out, celebrate. I still want to travel. And I'm getting that ready right now. Getting my next trip ready. If there's one thing I've learned, I really do enjoy spending time with my friends. And in order to do that, in order to enjoy that one day or that few days on vacation with your friends, it takes work, it takes planning, it takes schedules, and it's all worth it. And you have to know it's worth it. But in order to know it's worth it, you have to be willing to put in that work for people you love. It's okay to tell your friends you love them. Sometimes that's the hard part. We realize we love our friends unconditionally. Loving unconditionally on a friend level, being there, man, let me tell you. So I enjoyed talking with y'all about this. How we got to this topic, I asked y'all on Instagram and y'all decided. I gave y'all 3 choices, and I think I'm gonna do that again because I really enjoyed that. And I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I knew I was willing to be transparent and talk to y'all about this, and I'm glad I did. I have so much more I want to share about adult friendships and how they're so hard, but it's worth the work to do. It really is. Like I said, I've had friendships that have ended, unfortunately, and I miss those people. I do, but I wish them the best, and I wish them no malice at all. There are some people that friendship I've have ended with, and I could care rat's ass what happened to them, you know. But that's just how things ended. It ended very, very toxic, and even that is hard to have on my heart, you know. That's hard to have on my heart. But I'm so glad that y'all were able to join me on this episode of Adult Trap with Kai. Y'all, this is our 10th episode. We are getting there, okay? And let me tell y'all this. If we hit 100 subscribers, yo, before my birthday, I'm gonna have to do a treat. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do like, I wanna do the seafood big bite, but you know, I might just have to make that like the goal. If we get there, we're gonna do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm your girl Kai. This is Adult Trap with Kai. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and make sure you comment down below. Tell me what's the hardest part about your adult friendships, and what do you do to keep up with your friends? Just try to keep in contact, stay on the phone with each other. So, all right, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out.